Salvation opened the door. Freedom taught me how to walk through it, y'all. My journey with the Father and Mother has been truly amazing. And by the Father and Mother, I mean the Most High God and the Eternal Mother. Yes, God has a feminine and a masculine as well. And they both have played a critical part in who I am remembering. You see, the Father saved me when I thought that I didn't belong anywhere. And the Mother taught me how to return to myself, how to stop abandoning myself. So they did not work apart. Both of them entered my life, and they can enter yours as well, so that as you return to yourself, because God made you full, and different environmental factors, different programming, or just even generational curses through the suppression grid have taught you to believe that you are less. They have involuntarily, or, pretty much tricked you into consenting to diminish yourself, even though many of us do still choose to diminish ourselves as well. But what the Most High Mother and Father can do for you is that they can help you not only to be saved, but to how to walk through the door and actually be free. Being free and being saved are not exactly the same experience. Someone can pluck you from, a bad situation. And unless you choose yourself, and unless you stop choosing to abandon or self-sabotage against yourself, and you choose to take advantage of the new opportunity that has been given to you, and you fully embody and learn to listen to yourself and choose to live fully in your body, literally, you really are not going to be free. So you can be saved and still not be free. And that is where the Mother comes in. She is embodied in our everyday decisions. Our Father protects us. Our Father fills us up. But our mother teaches us how to embody that in this lifetime, in this body, in this form that we all have. It is the divinity. It is the divine union between heaven and earth. I remember when I prayed for God to save me from my situation in this lifetime, because I thought that I had no way of getting out of the situation I was in. And I remember when the angels appeared to me as orbs in my bed, with my babies in the bed with me. And it was very clear, the instruction my inner voice told me about what I needed to do in that situation to save myself and to save my family. And I was told I must follow this inner guidance to a T, do exactly as what I've been told. And I did, y'all. And it was so hard. It was the period of like a year and a half following exactly what the Father was telling me to do, so that we were protected, so that we could, get out of this situation that was trying to bury us. And then it shifted. And I'll never forget when the Mother came to me when I was getting a sound healing. I had never gotten any kind of sound healing, any kind of Reiki or anything done. But this was my first session. And she walked to my left, and it was like her image, and like all my fear of losing my children was taken away, because I was very fearful at that time. But when I entered that shadow work to stop diminishing myself, once the Father saved me, it had to be one of the hardest periods, and it has been to this day, right now, y'all, the hardest experiences of my life. To choose to wake up and embody and be a living expression of love every day, no matter what's happening. To be grateful, to be appreciative, to use the knowledge that I have and to be wise and to be humble and to be graceful and to be forgiving, but to be strong and to have boundaries and to live and exemplify truth, to hold myself accountable, to allow myself to be vulnerable enough to love and to be compassionate, to be warm, to be present, to be attentive. I needed both the mother and the father. And we all need the mother and the father. The suppression of the divine feminine. It would appear to be, to many, that the absence of the eternal mother's presence in our lives, that it was trivial. But the eternal mother is the wisdom to the sacred father. She is the embodiment of light in our flesh. And so when we remove her, we lose how we are connected to the Most High God and to heaven. And that is how we start forgetting who we really are. Divine sparks of the Most High Mother and Father. All of us have a spark. We are fractals of the Most High God. And through the lattice of energy, y'all, we are all connected to each other. And that is what they mean by literally, we are all one. And so when we forget to embody our light and form and to be centered in our bodies, which are really what I call our flame tech. And when our flame tech is malfunctioning because the air is polluted and the water is polluted and the food is contaminated, then we will not properly sync up in form. Our energy balls, our energy imprints in these avatars cannot properly sync up so that we are properly synced to heaven, our creator. And we become detached. We become disconnected. And so one thing that I love about the Most High Mother and Father is that they honor free will. And we all have two choices, really. The first is to choose not to diminish ourselves. To choose to, and this is still the first one, choose not to diminish ourselves, but to choose to remember that God made us full. And our second choice is to fully embody that. To be a walking demonstration of that unity between heaven and earth. To embody light in our everyday creation and expression and expression, whether it's through our voices or through our art and our painting, whether it's our dancing, whether it's our singing, whether it is our strategy, through our architecture, whatever it is, we have the choice to live fully as the highest versions of ourselves. And or if we are working to that, and we will continually work to be the highest version, we can choose to be that. We can choose to work to the highest versions of ourselves. And then we can choose to free ourselves by creating and with intention a life that we design intentionally with awareness and not limit ourselves. That is the embodiment of the Most High Mother. And so one thing I want you to do today is to think about, is there an area in your life where you feel that you need saving by the Most High Father, and that you need to also be free in? And if you've already been saved, but you haven't chosen to do what you need to do to really be free, I ask that you really start praying about what you need to do to free yourself, because you are your own hero. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Shalom to God. Peace.